hadn't talked to Nick. He never said anything, so I didn't know that I did that. Alright guys, it is the next day and I'm finally feeling some energy. I needed that sleep so badly. I didn't vlog yesterday just because it was too much. I was feeling it. But I did have one of our old friends come over. His name's Nick Austin, and we finally talked through our problems. Nick was a part of Hype House for about a year and a half, and then he ended up moving out at the time that Chase went and got this other house, and Nick and Rylan were supposed to move in there, and Nick's just been doing his own thing in life. During this time, Nick and I kind of stopped being friends. And one of the reasons for that was that he didn't really tell me he wanted to move out, and we were very close friends, so I was kind of hurt because I was gonna miss him. Nick and I talked every day. We spent a lot of time together. He was one of my closest friends, if not my best friend. Flash forward to a couple months, I was on a podcast called the BFFs podcast, and I said a couple of things on that podcast I probably shouldn't have. I was immature, and I talked about my friend who I missed poorly on a podcast because I was salty, and that was my bad. I up, and I'm sorry. And I told Nick I was sorry yesterday when he came to the house. I forgot that I said this on the podcast because I filmed the podcast a couple months before it came out. I hadn't talked to Nick. He never said anything, so I didn't know that I did that because it was a long podcast and it came out later than it was supposed to, so I forgot. Then on my birthday, Nick never said happy birthday. A lot of people that I was friends with that didn't say happy birthday, I unfollowed, and Nick was one of those people. I unfollowed like 200 people on my birthday. I started seeing my tags and mentions and Snapchat stories and all these things, more TikTok shade rooms, and all these things were posting about me and Nick unfollowing each other. And that is because I unfollowed Nick and removed him as a follower because I was being salty. I was being a little bitch. And then I ran into Nick yesterday and I apologized to him, and he told me about the podcast, and that's why he was frustrated with me. This is just a good example of think about what you do. Try to reflect back on why someone might be frustrated with you. I wish that I had done that instead of being immature.